or by Barkers in the UK. They have stamps that have, they probably still have the same stamps, you know, so using the same ink style, types of ink that look exactly like that. So, with the same names, Albany, number 5, whatever. And also, you shall observe, these two collars, I've almost forgot to mention, they stopped having it cut away in the back. Yeah. Because, I don't know what to stop that, this is so practical. I think this is so damn stopping that. It points out an era when people who wore detachable collars were actually more proper than before, and so they would take their time dressing it. They cared less about it being less practical, took more time putting it on, putting the neckcloth in and all. It was more of a very formal thing that only some bankers or people, you know, it was more of a specially dressy thing. Otherwise, we would wear a solid collar just like today, even if in that style, a different style. So, back then, even the French ones, you know, they all have that. Because unless you were very posh, but then if you were so posh, you did not want that in the bag because it sort of showed it was a detachable collar and it looked a bit bad if the coat was off. Also, that is the thing. Back then, people were meant to keep their coats on, not in that era. And in that era, in the office, it was kind of acceptable, even in Britain, to take off your coat sometimes. And thus, with only the waistcoat, it would show. It would not look as good. Although back in the olden era, you could also take off your waistcoat, but you know, it was not meant to be very taken off. But lots of middle class people did once they were working, even in bars, you know, those library chaps. But also, back in the Georgian era, back before 1920, if one was very that formal and fuzzy as I am, but back in that era, and thought, oh, if it is a folded collar, one should never see that, so what if I take off my coat or whatever? Then they would actually not even wear a removable collar. They would have that type of stiff collar, but on a shirt. So the whole shirt would have to be starched, and it could not be worn as much, especially if one was either white collar and shirt. But then nobody did that after 1920. Even the laws would not do that. They would do that with solid collars, and soft collars. But when they wanted a starched collar, it was so outdated already after 1925 that, except perhaps a few people in France, because you know they would wash their shirt, they had to wash it often if they wore it as beefs, but they did not do that since a long time in Britain there, especially wealthy people. So if they wanted a stiff collar, it was actually more pristine having a stiff, removable collar. Not just many people still had collars like these removable ones, but soft ones that were not meant to be starched. But then there's no point having that cutaway thing in the back. That makes it look less formal and more faggy. That shows it as removable. And otherwise, they wouldn't have, if they wanted a stiff collar in the US or in Britain, they would actually just have a removable collar, even if they were multi-billionaires, after 1925, 1925 I would say, max 1925. So yeah, this is very soft, very shiny, although it's cotton, so this is probably a very expensive Egyptian cotton. This has not been worn, it is the original starch that they made it with, and it is super soft and shiny, although it has some, you see. These, we can say anything wrong about the old ones, after more than 100 years, probably more than 100 years, they are perfectly flat, even inside. Also, they have not been worn. Same for this. Cellular one does not count. Same for that one. These are probably a tad more less old than these. Also could be the same era. This also, when I got it, was super flat inside. Although I fancy it as cotton, or at least a mix with cotton. This is the newest collar. Not been worn either, so you would expect to be the best condition and look inside. Even on the outside leaf, what the hell is that? Because to make it, you know, because it is cotton. I don't know, the starching technique was not as good. Or perhaps it is simply a bad luck and it was not kept, it was not stored as well, temperature-wise, the others. But even inside the leaf, I see a lot of wrapping. When I ironed them, you know, with the good starch, even without cutting them, when I did it with the Argus starch, I do not have any more, but I purchased some more and I'm waiting for it to be shipped. Yeah, I did not get that. And I was doing it on collars that were probably as old as these, all the French collars, the first ones I had opened up. So, this is a testament that things are better, they all matter. But this, I have to say, the gloss and the texture is just amazing. This is, had there been a market, I would have believed that to be some sort of plastic coating, you know. This is incredibly soft and shiny. Just look at that. But if it is to get an incredible shot and a shine and a whole bunch of wrapping, what is the point? It better have no shine at all, but no wrapping. The wrapping just looks ugly as hell. Also, some problem there with this is the thing. Okay, the bad, you know, they don't shape it superbly well. You know, there is more. This goes higher up there than here. See, look, you compare. See there, compared to here. Perhaps had been one once, and the guy was obsessive compulsive all. It was like once or twice max, and then he restarted it. Hence the wrapping, and it's why. Yeah, and did get somewhere here, but that could be from installing. It's still a very nice collar, and I like the style. This is a more modern style. Usually, this is typically seen in Britain. Until today, usually I'm fused shirt collars, but that very sharply cut away style shows a lot of knots. Also, in an era when knots are favored big, like today. Back in the war universe, even until the 1920s, 30s, even into the 30s, knots were usually very loose and had much thinner, less interlined fabrics, especially before 1910. They barely had any interlinings, and thus, and also the knots were very loose usually, except for formal knots like ascots, which also had more interlining or facings. But otherwise, for bow ties or foreign hands, it had very loose knots, very loose fabrics. So that's the reason also for which very few of these remain, because the fabric was so loose, it just disintegrates, except if of an exceptional quality, but very few were of an exceptional quality. So, I have more colors. I hope I have enough battery, and also I will have to go to bring the suitcase back to my sister. She needs it. So I have to, I have to leave now. I have to do the videos later on. So I will film all the colors I got. Look at all these beauties, can't believe it.